Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Cave Podcast. Woo! My name is Parajusho, and this is the Cave Podcast, where every 2 weeks or so, we talk about the news and what's been happening within the Persona slash Shingon Tensei gaming version, sometimes some other games as well. As things work out for this show, we first start off, talking about what's been going on within the past 2 weeks or so, and then we get into the news. So we get to know about, hey, what's been going on with our host and all that stuff to be more a little bit personal. So let's start with that. Well, for some reason, starting today, like my throat is starting to be a little bit itchy. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be getting sick or anything like that, but like just I woke up this morning and just like my throat's a little bit itchy. So I've been taking some cough drops here and there. So just like I really hope don't get sick, cause like I mean, this past weekend it has been raining. I'm not gonna lie, it has been raining this past weekend, and I've been in the rain, so it could be because of that. But I don't want to leave it only to that. So I mean, it could be literally anything, you know. And also there was a time there was just like I forgot if it was Friday or Saturday, but there was a mosquito in my room, and I was just like, oh no, I don't want to get stung by that. So maybe it was the result of that, but who knows? But I hope I just don't get sick. uh, and also what else? So the last episode was yeah. What was it? Was the week of December 14th. We're on the last week of September, rolling into October this upcoming Wednesday. And man, we are getting so close to the end of the year, guys. Wow, this is gonna be real crazy. um, what else has been happening? Oh, I did announce that my new Let's Play is a Tales of Xillia 2 plus. So I'm doing a new game plus run of that. And yeah, just had its premiere today, so really awesome that happened. So gonna be slowly putting that out, and I need to start recording a bit more. Cause I recently got the Elgato HD Elgato 4KX, so I haven't tried recording with my PS3 setup with it. So hopefully it'll go all right. So just fingers crossed I'm able to continue recording. And also I have this special project that is almost done. I just been delaying on it because just like, oh, it's almost done, and once I bring it out to the public, I will have to do this. so so that's why just like, oh no, it's getting close. It's getting close. So yeah, just keep an eye out on the main channel for that. So you guys know, it's part of a game that that it's not talked much on the main channel, but it is a game series I really care about, and I have done a couple of videos on it. I will say that it hasn't had a new game in a couple of years. Well, mainline game. There's been some spin-offs, but like no mainline game in a couple of years. So yeah, that's about all. I'll leave it. Leave with that. So what else been happening? There's more Nikkei stuff. With that Resident Evil Club. And oh yeah, I guess I can tell this story. I went to like GameStop this past Saturday, and I want to give myself a Sparking Zero, because I never played the Budokai Tenkaichi games. Like I played Budokai 2, and that was it. So wanted to get Sparking Zero. and I got pre-owned because you know, cause you know if I don't really like it, you know, I can just bring it back and not that much, didn't spend full price on it, so there's that too. So want to like try it out. So went to my local mall, bought it, and I was about to leave the mall, right? And I was looking at my senior, just like, wait, hold on, they applied a warranty to my game and didn't even tell me about it. So like I went back to the mall, back inside, and told like, hey, you guys put a warranty on my purchase and you didn't even tell me about it. So just like, why did you do that? I want my refund. And the guy was like, oh, it's good for a year if your game, if it's somehow lost or like broken. Just like, I'm pretty good with my games. I like literally, a game goes on my shelf, it doesn't really go anywhere besides to my PS to the game device, and that's it. So just like that is a real shady and scummy practice that that cashier did. Just like, oh yeah, just gonna add this $5 warranty, without asking, just like, and hope that you don't notice. And I really hope that that cashier or that that entire store doesn't do that to other customers. So uh yeah, that'd be really messed up if they did, and just like making people pay an extra $5 for a warranty that they didn't ask or or ask or wanted. So yeah, just guys, make sure you are real careful with your purchase at GameStop. 'Cause I used to go to GameStop all the time, but as of recently, not as much, especially since they're really shifting, like from like, oh, it's a game store to it's a hobby store with some games. It used to be games with some hobbies, now it's hobbies with some games. Yeah, like they really like reduced the gaming section to just like a small bit of a wall. And I can't understand like why, they're just like, closing their store, going out of business, because just like, hey, you're not really focusing on the games anymore. It's just like, uh, yeah, that it's kind of annoying. And also, buying games online versus having to go to a store to get it. And also, like, the GameStop are a bit farther away compared to like going to like a Walmart, for example. Like I can, like, my Walmart is closer than to my GameStop, and I just happened to went to GameStop because, hey, like, obviously they have the pre-owned games that's going for a lower price. Like, might as well. So yeah, just be careful with that. Uh, what else? What else? What else? What else? Works all right. We like we just did this kind of like sort of like biannual like employee checkup, some kind of thing. Just like, oh hey, are you accomplishing your goals and all that stuff? It's just like, oh yeah, that happened. So it was a bit weird, just cause like I was supposed to be doing something else for the year, but for some reason they haven't scheduled me to do that until this upcoming month. So just like, oh, I really couldn't get my goals done because you guys didn't put it for me. So like it was like really weird to just like, oh, how did you accomplish your goal? What's your plans to completing this goal? It's like, it's on you guys for doing it, because like you guys are supposed to schedule me. So it's like, can't really do much on that. It's hopefully this time around won't be just a 3-month period, 3 months and 3 or 4 days. So hopefully, fingers crossed. And what else? What else? I'm just going through my tabs and just like, oh, my GameStop tab is open. And just like, oh, let me just check it out. And like, it's so bright. Forgot to turn on the dark mode. But yeah, I'm looking at the GameStop like, okay, like going from like top to bottom, like okay, seeing like the amiibos and all that stuff, like right in the middle, like pop, like oh okay, amiibos, got some plushies, got some pops, Pokemon cards, okay, now we're back to Silent Hill F, bunch of pops. Then, a little bit of games, then we got some more pops. Yeah, but I can see why, GameStop is kind of going under. A little bit, kind of. Oh yeah, I guess I can talk about like this rant I kind of did on like I post on my shorts and my IG reels about like Stellar Blade and just like they're like completely dumb move. So like it was back in what was it? I think it was probably in May, right? Well, it was earlier this year that Stellar just like announced like, oh yeah, we're gonna have a complete edition of the game that's gonna have everything, all the DLC, including the Nikkei DLC and a Scarlet skin that you can get for Nikkei. And people thought, oh yeah, the original players are gonna get the skin as well because the CEO said, oh, we're not going to leave the original players out of all the content that's going to be releasing for, the complete edition and for the PC players as well. But for some reason, they didn't. And back in June, they said, oh, yeah, we're going to try find a way to resolve this issue. And they just said, like, oh, we want, everyone to have the same content. But it's not the same content if everyone's not getting the same content if it's only available for people who bought the complete edition. And if you're an OG player, you have to buy the complete edition, which is $80-$90. And if you already paid for the game itself and all the other previous DLCs, you're essentially paying twice for the same game that you already have. So it's just like, why would and or should the original players pay more for that? So so just like recently they like, hey, we've come up with a solution. The original PS5 players won't be getting the skin, but you will have a week early access to a quest. And just like, how is that a fair trade-off for not getting the Scarlet skin? And for some reason they said, oh, we understand that players like, your bragging rights, so we're giving you guys a week early access of this quest before the PC player does. And just like, who cares about a quest? Who cares about a quest? That's not what people wanted. That's not what people asked. We want the skin that you guys promised that would be available to the OG players. And now you're just like, and it's going to be only available for a week. And like, who cares if it's a quest? Just give the people a way to get their skin code and people will be happy. That is literally it. But like, and people say like, oh, you're so greedy for wanting to get a skin when you have the game a year early. And I'm just like, bro, how is that greedy when we're literally doing what, the OG, or we're just listening what the what the CEO says, like, oh, the original players won't be left out. They'll be getting the same content as the others. This is not the same content. That is unfair, and we're asking for what equity, right? Having the same thing as everyone, be on the same playing field, and all that. No one asked for early access to a quest. That is a dumb way to say, oh, that's a dumb way to say, oh yeah, this is an equal way to reward the players. Just like, no, it's not. And people are just, and also other people are just like, oh, what, like they forget my mind. Just like what was it? It's not the greedy, but just like, it was so unworthy. It just wasn't able to stay stick in my mind. But just like, it's so dumb that just like shift up things. This is the best solution when they can easily just, hey, update the Nikkei DLC just to include the code, because you also need to buy the game, which is, if you're buying a new, $70, or if you gotta use, somewhat cheaper, but still, you still have to buy the game and the DLC to get the code. Or, okay, update the base game, and when the game detects that you have all the DLCs, it will give you the code. That seems fair, right? Because you're paying for like the Nier DLC, and you're also paying for the Nikkei DLC as well. And I think there was one more DLC that also came out. I forgot what it was, but or I think like probably the upgrade to the deluxe edition, right? It's like, if you get all of those, hey, you get the Scarlet code. Wouldn't that make much more sense too, right? But it's dumb. It's dumb that Shito's doing that. But also they also did like another update recently that they added an epilogue to the game, and just that, where people have already beaten the game maybe once or even twice, and even possibly have like a platinum in the game. So just like, people don't want to, some people, not all, some people just want to see the epilogue and don't want to play the game again. Because like, it is literally like, hey, play that 20+ hour game again for the 4th, 5th, 6th time, because apparently there's like 3 endings to it. So just like, bro, like, give us a chapter select or like a theater mode so we can just view it that easily, because it's just too much work to do that for a game that you already played, and there's not that much content difference between each playthrough. So just like, make it easier for everyone. Just like put like a, again, theater mode or chapter select. That's about it. But this portion of the podcast is sponsored by you, the patrons on patreon.com/cavepodcast. With as low as $3 a month, you can support me and the podcast with benefits such as exclusive posts, early access to the podcast, no in-video ads, your name scrolling in the video, and much more. So please consider supporting your boy over at patreon.com/cavepodcast. And now back to the show. Yeah, I think I think that's about it for me. Dang, 20 minutes, almost 20 minutes. How about we get to the games, because I think I've ran it for too long. Let's talk about some good news with some games. Well, so some good news. So let us switch on over. And of course, we are checking the news out on Persona Essential. Please make sure you guys check out their site. All the links to the sources will be linked down in the description below the video and audio podcast. Please make sure you guys check them out. They're on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and of course their own site. Please make sure you support them. But before we leave this, I do want to talk about that TGS just happened, and I will say there hasn't been any news. No new news that came from TGS related to, like, like Persona and all that stuff. Just that, oh, it's gonna be there. Reload's gonna be on Switch too. I just kind of wish there was something new. I mean, like, if we're talking about, like, other, like, Sega stuff, like I think it was either like the date before or the date of Tokyo Game Show, they announced that Kiwami 3 is happening. And then there's a port of Kiwami 1, 2, and Yakuza 0 coming to other platforms. And if you guys remember about last episode that, oh, there was 4 more games that was left to be announced on their on Sega Atlas's TGS page. It was literally those 4 games. Kiwami 3, which is alright, that is new. It's a remake of Yakuza 3. But then adding Director's Cut, Kiwami 1 and Kiwami 2 ports as the other 3 new announcements, just like, really? And they separated, like, Kiwami 1 and 2 as their own separate announcements. Because, like, before, just like, or at least just recently, like, Kiwami 1 and Kiwami 2 was, like, a package deal. So, like, oh, keeping it separate, just like, bro, you guys just over-exaggerate things. So, like, oh, yeah, these are brand new announcements of, and just like, no, they're not new. These are just ports. You really shouldn't be putting ports, especially of something that was already announced this year, as a new announcement. Like something like the Reload, like port. At least that game was already out a year before, and it's coming out to new platforms. Whereas with with 0, Kiwami 1, and Kiwami 2, they were already scheduled to be, they were already out on Switch 2 and now just getting ports to the other systems this year. Just like, and we already knew that was coming because, like, I believe, like in the Nintendo Switch Directs, like, it's like, oh, we got, I think it's just like either time exclusive or like so something on lines a lot, like, of a time exclusive, like, oh yeah, it's coming coming to Switch this year, but it's just like, didn't say it was an exclusive. And plus, this being Yakuza, they wouldn't miss the chance of releasing on the other consoles, especially with PlayStation being, the bigger and, the bigger player base as well, and the PC ports as well. So just like, they're not gonna miss the chance to bring it to the other systems as well. So it's just like, why did you have to? Like, they could have been anything else. We saw a little glimpse of Stranger Than Heaven, but it really didn't do much at all. It was barely like a glimpse. It was barely, you wouldn't even call that like a trailer. It was just a clip. Like, we seen like a woman singing in the band, and then some like behind the scenes stuff of like people coding, modeling, all that stuff. So it wasn't really that much when it came to Stranger Than Heaven stuff. So all right, well, with TGS out of the way, let's get into the first article of the day. So, Super Groupies, I personally know them with their like collaboration with Square Enix Kingdom Hearts stuff, but Super Groupies has announced Metaphor Refantasio book, lamp, and necklace. I thought it was like, oh, they announced a book and a lamp, but like, no, a book lamp. Fashion brand Super Groovies have announced a new set of items based on Metaphor Fantasio. They will be releasing a book-shaped lamp and necklace scheduled to ship in early January 2026. So here I have the first look at the book here. I was about to say, oh, can you actually like read the book? But, it looks cool. Like it's like the like the very beginning of Metaphor. Like you see the townscapes and like, oh, like like the certain sections of game where like, oh, you get a new party member, hey, take a look at this book and see the pictures and all that. So it looks similar to that. Oh, and that's not that big of a book. That was gonna be like actual like book size, but it looks pretty cool. Yeah, that was a fairly small book, but you know it fits like, you know, at like a reading desk, you know, somewhere like that, and it's powered by USB-C. At the top. Oh, okay, I thought it would be more on the bottom. Or unless it is at the bottom and we're looking at a weird point of view. Cause yeah, cause that's top of the book. Cause you can tell by like the front of the book there. So that is an interesting place to put the port there. Kinda thought just like it would be more like at the bottom of the base right here. That or like on the spine of the book too. I feel like that would make more sense to put it at the spine or on the back of the book versus at the top of the back of the book. That's okay. And there's a little video of the lamb, which we're not gonna check it out. Um, so it says here, a book-shaped lamp designed after the protagonist's fantasy novel. The cover is made from a warm wood, and its design resembled the novel's pages when open. The lighting changes every time the book is open. The lamp is USB powered. It cannot be fixed open when placed on a flat surface. Oh, that's disappointing. Oh, really? And you have these like photos of it's open. So it can't stay open on a flat surface, really? That is disappointing. Or unless are you talking about like, oh, it can't stay like if it's on its back and then you open it. It can't stay open like that. And it can stay open like this. I'm not sure which one it meant, but I'm gonna guess this is more like the one that we're seeing on screen here, where it's standing upright and it's open. That would be pretty disappointing. So I've got the materials, got the size there, and it's going for 7,700 yen, so just about $70. Ooh, a bit expensive for a lamp that's only 12 centimeters, not gonna lie. But the reservation is open until November 4th. So if you're listening to this right now, probably like if you're listening in October, you got until November 4th to get it. If not, hey, you're out of luck. And then we got the Homo Tenta necklace. So it's kind of hard to see, but there's a little tooth at the end there. Yeah, it is. It's a small little guy. At the back of it's a symbol, which I have no idea what one means. But yeah, looks adorable. Then says here, a necklace based on the Homo Tenta monster from Metaphor. The necklace is made from a bracelet with silver chain designed to be long lasting. So a 46 centimeter chain. It's going for 12,100 yen. Oof. Oh. So that's just like about 100 yen or so, right? Like 110 even. So yeah, that's a pretty expensive necklace there, especially since like does he even say what the well, what the tooth is even made out of? Because it says here is, brass, zinc alloy, epoxy resins. So I'm guessing the 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 monster is made out of resin, which really isn't or shouldn't be that expensive. I'm guessing the brass is like the golden part on the top there. I don't know why it mentions brass twice, but I'm guessing maybe it's the monster, maybe? Uh, trying to read what that says on the necklace there. Oh, just it's just a copyright of Alice and Sega. Okay, I was thinking like, oh, there's like a little message there. Nah, just get that copyright out. Don't want people to confuse. Oh, is this an original thing? No, it's by Sega and Alice. I mean, yeah, Super Group is a pretty expensive group. It's real. I don't know. I feel like when people say it's a luxury item, just like, oh, at least to me, like, feel like luxury feels like, oh, that means it's cheap because it's something you used to, or like it's a relaxing kind of thing. So I don't know why that I think of that in my mind, but it just does. But yeah, they are not cheap. They're not cheap. They are for the people who have money, and for me, I try to save my money unless it's for some things I really do for like the channel or my hobby. Just no, not really. I'm not gonna spend that much. or my health. That's also important. Health, food, all that stuff. So if you guys just like that stuff, hey, go spend your money. That's up on you. I can't tell you what you do or not do with your money. I will judge. I will judge. I judge everyone. But yeah, there's that. If you want to get it, go grab it. Let's go to the next article. Talk about this last episode, but now it's finally out. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt this video real quick, but got new merch. Save the 7 shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies are available right now at my shop. Links will be down in the description below. Get your hands on a shirt. Comes in multiple colors. And hopefully you guys can enjoy it. Feels really great. Feels really nice on the skin. And really hope you guys enjoy it. Now, back to the video. We got the opening movie, or we got the music video for It's Going Down Now. So it's really, I checked out, it was pretty good. So following the teaser, the teaser released last week, Alice has released the official music video for Persona 3 Reload's battle theme, It's Going Down Now. The video features live action performances from Lotus singers Lotus Juice, Azumi Takahashi, as well as Alice soundtrack composer Toshiki Konishi. This is the first ever officially produced Alice music video, blending live action performance footage with in-game visuals, along with new animations. There's new animations? It wasn't just from the game? But there it is. It's Going Down Now has regularly charted highly on the Spotify most streamed Japanese artists overseas charts, reaching number 2 in the first half of 2025. The song currently has over 119 million streams on the service. Yeah, it is a really popular song. It's just like, hey, people like this. Let's make a music video. Hey, why not? And I kind of expect that, when Persona 4 Revival comes out and they have, whichever is the newest, the new hot song for that game, they're gonna do music video for that, or the song that they expect to be the new hothead. They're gonna do a music video, basically like day of release, right? I feel like they're gonna do that, or a little bit before release, just so you know people can prepare themselves, right? And apparently, I saw a post from for those juice, and people said like, oh, he said like, oh, people are surprised I'm Asian or like, or I'm Japanese. I forgot which one he said. It's like, bro, it is a Japanese production. They're gonna get some Japanese vocals, like, and I was pretty surprised when I found that like the main singer for the Automata one was a black one. I was like, oh, okay. And I think also with the first Nier, the singer for like the chaotic voice was also a white woman, I think. So it's not always expected to be, you know, a Japanese cast, but majority of the time it is. And I'm gonna lie, like when I check the video, like, oh man, like Lotus Juice look a bit different since last time I saw him. but that's just me. The music video was pretty nice, and I believe someone told me that like the music video also features like the dancers who were like the mocap dancers for the Persona dancing games. So it's like, oh cool, they haven't let them out. So that's really nice. But yeah, I'm not gonna do the music video because I don't want to get copyright strike. So please check it out whenever you can. It's a good music. It's good, both a good music and a good music video. So again, check it out. Bring up those streams. Let's make it up to 200 million. Okay, so next up, we got an update for P5X. We got the 4.5.1 trailer. I got a story update with a 5-star Yui and Maid Futaba. Yeah. So an overview trailer for the next major P5X update in China has been released. Version 4.5.1 will release on September 25th, 2025. Major new content in this update includes the continuation of the main story, a new version of the Phantom Idol Yui, Yui Chroma, new palace areas, a space shooter minigame, 1.5 anniversary awards, and a main theme outfit for Futaba Sakura. So let me just the screening here. There we go. And turn on the background music and let's check it out. Oh, it's 6 minutes, so I'm gonna check out the full thing. Yeah, who the heck is that? Okay, we're getting like a similar thing like the Emperor Empress from P3. Underboob. So it's kind of like I don't want to say Alice in Wonderland, but I understand like Presence theme. Yeah, like I'm getting like Alice in Wonderland vibes from it. I'm finding a gun. Yeah, this is definitely like an Emperor Empress like callback. Okay, so that's like the main trailer for it. Then going overview from like contents that's going in there. Okay. Then we have Yui here. Going over her persona and her new look. Booey. Booty. Booey the booty. Number 3. Oh. At a really certain spot. Yeah. Not complaining. Not complaining. Oh, got mini games as well. A Galaga mini game. Oh, hello. Oh, is she the online gamer girl? I think. Is this her real face? Ooh, Mei Futaba, yeah, best girl. Yeah, but I think, you know, we seen this in OG Persona 5, so it's not much new. She's so adorable. And some stuff in the shop. This thing I have no idea, but cool. Alright, turn that back on. We've got some artwork here. Got the mission start of Stellar Guardians for Yui, Made Futaba, and Yui's all attack splash screen. Okay. So interesting update that China is getting, and the 1.5 anniversary is coming soon. It's gonna be a while for. Oh, I think we're working close to our Have Annie, right? So, wonder what they're gonna be doing for that. It's probably gonna be the same Have Annie that China had. So, we can, you know, reference their Have Annie to ours whenever that comes around. So, cool. Next article. We're gonna look at Yui, colorful Yui's, in her character trailer. So Perfect World Games have released the character trailer for the new 5-star version of Beta Model Yui, who will be released with a 4.5.1 update, which is out now. The trailer features Yui beta testing the new game Vegetable Space War. And let's just turn this back off again and check it out. Okay, it's be a bit long, but oh. Didn't realize it. Why was the volume off? Oh man, where's the blood? Oh no, not school! No. Gigas Ex Machina, really? Hey, there's Futaba's palace. Yeah, best girl. Best girl for P5X. Okay, this is... Okay, was not expecting this to go on like that. Hee-hoo! Yeah, I think we should probably jump to the end here, because I believe there's something else here. Oh, she's actually in battle? Yeah, I could swear she was, you know, an analysis. Take off the VR glasses, it's time to come back to the real world.
まだまだバグ直さないと。
All right. Glad that we're seeing both sides of Yui, both in game and the real version. And I'm not gonna lie, I like the real version better than the in game version. Because it's just like the something about the messy hair, kind of like the mono, kind of like not would you call it monotone voice, or more like sullen or stoic? Yeah, like what would be the best word for it? But I kind of prefer that versus the whole cheery blue hair vibes of Yui. But what do you guys prefer? And here we have just she's gonna be a 5-star, and that's about it. So yeah, just a little look at a colorful Yui when she drops. Oh well, she's already dropped. So if you guys are already playing the Chinese version, tell me what you guys think about her. How does she rank in like the tier list? Because I'm pretty sure there is a tier list for for P5X, just like there's one for Nikkei. But we're gonna be going on to the second to last article. So Metaphor takes the grand prize at the Japan Game Awards 2025, which is really awesome because it is a really good game. The annual Game Award ceremony was held today ahead of the Tokyo Game Show 2025. The show nominates 11 titles for the Excellence Award, one of which will be awarded the grand prize. The titles must have been released in Japan between April 1st, 2024 and May 31st, 2025 to be eligible. Winners are selected using both a public vote and judging panel. The titles are first put to a public vote, and the panel then uses this to base their judgment on. The show is traditionally held during TGS. This year, the main show was held 2 days before, with the feature award ceremony to be held on September 28th. Metaphor Fantasia was nominated for an Excellence Award and also won the grand prize, with director Katsura Hashino and art director Shichinori Sojima receiving the reward on stage. And speaking of awards, it's just like I talked about this in this tweet, but just I just find it just funny. There was a guy I was watching, and he's like, "Oh hey, I'm gonna be playing Metaphor for the first time," and just yeah, awesome. So he started playing the game, and just bro, why is there so much talking? Why? What? How come I'm reading? Just bro, I did not expect this game to be like this. Just dude, what? How come you didn't expect this game to be like this? And it was just I bought the game last year because it got a bunch of awards. It's just oh my god, it made you just oh, I don't want to say just oh, he's a normie, just he just buys games based off of oh, it won awards so it must be good, versus oh, let me check if this game is what has things I like in the game. And this game has a demo too, so if you like the demo, you could have bought the game. Just as he was playing, just bruh, I'm not reading all this. You guys can read on your own. I'm not voicing all these characters and all that stuff. And he was just skipping through the dialogue, just where am I gonna get to the gameplay? When I'm gonna get to the game? And it's just oh man, and skip through all the dialogue until reach the first dungeon area. And then as soon as we got there, it's oh great, now get started, let's start the game. And then a cutscene, I was no, no, I'm not playing this game, I'm sorry guys, but I can't play this. It's he was literally saying, oh, it's a bad game. Dude, it's not a bad game, it's just not for you. Like, sorry, you don't like story games. You don't like games that try to flesh out its brand new world. Just like, it was just like, it really felt like left a bad taste in my mouth. Just like, dude, you're trashing the game because it didn't fit your likes, and he's currently like playing another like a long game, and it's just like, bruh, like you're saying like, oh, you don't like this type of game, but yet you're playing a game that is almost similar in length with, and also like similar with like dialogue and all that stuff. Just like, dude, you should give it a fair chance, actually take in the story, take in what's happening, and don't be just like, bruh, dude, there's just so much talking. You get just like, and he said like he played games by Alice before, but back in the PS2. And she's like, dude, they've been doing this since the PS2 as well. So you must have played, well, yeah, there was a lot of Alice games on PS2. Some are not as long, like, for example, Rito isn't really that long. That's about 20-hour game, but like, Digital Devil Saga is, I'd say it's about a 60-hour game. Again, 3 and 4, long. Um, I mean, then we got the Vanillaware games. Though those are technically different because it's developed by Vanillaware but published by Atlas, so different kind of thing. But yeah, just like hating the game because you realize it wasn't made for you. Just like it's unfair. It's really unfair, and you really didn't really give it a fair shot. Where you just find out like, oh, there's dialogue in the game to try to flesh out its own story. Like he barely played for an hour. Just like, man, that's really not giving the game a chance, especially with how long it is. Especially how long is you didn't crack the surface of Metaphor. But it's okay. It's okay. Just kind of sucks that really didn't give it a fair shot. So here we have the full result of the Japan Game Awards. So we got the Minister of Economy, Trade, and Industry Award goes to Nintendo Switch 2. Breakthrough Award goes to Clear Obscure Expedition 33. Movement Award goes to the Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket. And then we have the Excellence Awards goes Metaphor. Then we got Urban Myth Dissolution Center, Romancing Saga 2, Dragon Quest 3, Dynasty Warriors Origin, Tokyo Extreme Racer, like Dragon Pyrexa in Hawaii, Monster Hunter Wilds, 100 Line, Fantasy Life I, and Elden Ring Night Rain. Then we got a special award goes to the PlayStation Store for some reason. Don't know why, there's no explanation of that. Okay. Game Designer Awards presented by Masahiro Sakurai, Indica. And the grand prize goes to, obviously, Metaphor. And then we got a comment from Hashino. Hello everyone, I'm Hashino, the creative director of Metaphor Fantasio. We are deeply honored to receive the prestigious grand prize at the Japan Game Awards 2025. And I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude. Our team is truly happy that, out of so many wonderful titles, our game was chosen. It's all thanks to everyone who played our game and to all who have supported us along the way. Thank you so much. We created many RPGs set in the modern world, but this time we took on the challenge of making a fantasy RPG, which is a completely different setting. When we first discovered why we wanted to create a fantasy, I couldn't quite put the reason into words very well. But one thing was certain, fantasy has always been part of us since childhood, and I grew up completely absorbed in fantasy RPGs. That's why, in this work, we wanted to face the question of why does fantasy empower people, and pour our own answer into the game. For that reason, having so many people experience our creation and receive much such recognition in this way brings us great joy. We continue to striving to deliver works that resonate with your hearts and leaving lasting memories. once again, thank you so much. Yeah, it's again, Metaphor. It's an amazing game, fantastic game. Like, if you're into great turn-based slash action RPG, this is a game to play. If you like Dungeons and Dragons, this is a game to play. Like, I gave my friend, you know, a copy of Metaphor. Just like, try this game. This is fun. Like, I told him, like, hey, yo, this is a demo. Play the demo. Like, oh, yeah. Like, I even bought it for him for his birthday. Just like, get it. I mean, like, play it. I implore you. You will like this. Like, it's just like, oh, you know, the more someone tells you to play something, you know, the more I won't do it. Just like, dude, like, I was like, dude, I will go over to your house. I'll turn on your Xbox and I'll force you to. No, just made that up. But like, dude, it is a fun game. You play Baldur's Gate, you can play this. Yeah, play this game. It is fun. And I'm guessing, like, you know, I think like probably 2027, 2028, we're gonna get word about a sequel to Metaphor, right? It's going to happen. It has to happen. Maybe. Who knows? Okay, so now we're gonna be going to the last article of the day.
Hey guys, this episode is sponsored by Dubby. Dubby is a clean energy drink that's made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or inks like other energy drinks. I just got myself the Dubby sample pack, which comes with this little tumbler, and also comes with 4 flavor packs. Got the Peach and Beach, or Beach and Peach. Comes with the Dub Squat, Sludge, my bad, Sludge. I'm reading it backwards. Then we got the Dragonade. I should probably look at it first, then do a thing. And then the Galaxy Grenade. So we're gonna try one of these today, and I'll tell you how I honestly think about it. Okay, so out of the 4 here, let's try the let's try it with the Galaxy Grenade. Let's try this out. Alright guys, so got a drink right here. Again, it is the Galaxy Grenade. It is watermelon, guava, and lime explosion. So, okay. Color is kind of grayish. Okay, but cheers. Not bad. I would say no. Like the flavors to come out a little bit more, but it's not bad. It's not bad. If you guys want to try out the samples shaker yourself or buy any of the products on Dubby, make sure to use my coupon code PowerJ at checkout to save 10% on your order. So again, that's PowerJ at checkout for 10% off your order. Now, back to the video.
Hey, we're back to Persona. We got Persona 5. Persona 5 ain't leaving us. Persona 5 and Royal surpassed 10 million sales worldwide. Literally, again, people said, like, golf. Alice only cares about Persona 5. And this is why. Persona 5 selling 10 million units. It's literally more than half of the total sales of the entire series itself. That's why there's so many Persona 5 related content. So Sega has announced some new sales milestones for Persona 5 and Royal, including physical copies shipped and digital copies sold. As of August 2025, the combined worldwide sales of Persona 5 and Royal has passed 10.46 million units. Additionally, Royal alone has surpassed 1 million copies sold in Japan. So a 10th sold in Japan, while the other 9 is sold all around the world. I feel like probably like an 8th is sold from, it's probably like, or like a 6 out of 10 of those millions is from America. Probably. During Sega's 2025 management meeting, Sega revealed that the total worldwide sales of Persona 5 Royal were 7.25 million. The Persona 5 series, including its spin-offs, reached 10 million sales in 2023. The Persona series reported have sold over 17 million worldwide in July 2025. Okay, no, I was wrong about, oh, it's literally half. No, 10 million units of were just from, well, actually, yeah, the Persona 5 series of games sold over 10 million. So therefore, yeah, it is over half. Because 10 million of Persona 5 and Royal alone, that's crazy. But including spin-off is more than like half, right? It has to be at least 15 million, right? Probably around there. But, and like we had confirmations that 1 million was sold for just Reload alone last year within the first 3 days. So yeah. But you gotta wonder how much sales is gonna be just from Persona 6. Because with how much Persona has grown since Persona 5 release, it's just been wild. Especially Reload selling 1 million in 3 days, and Metaphor 1 million in just a day. Imagine just, oh hey, I can imagine like probably like 2 million, if not 3 million sales for like probably Persona 4 Revival. I'm gonna be safe and say like 2 million within the week. Just be safe. Because you never know, because Persona 4 could be someone's first Persona game, and like first introduction, and like well, first time playing Persona 4 in general, and not playing Golden, because some people say, oh, it's the graphics are too outdated. Just like, but the gameplay is so good. It still holds up. Like, just because there's not like a baton pass system like that, it still works. It is still fine. But who knows what the future may hold, because nothing is guaranteed. We just gotta make your guesses and run with it. But yeah, that's been it for the Cathedral of Velvet podcast. So next episode, where it's gonna be in October. I mean, technically, this episode's gonna be released in the first week of October, but next one will be on the 15th of October. So that is, well, 15 for patron, 16 for the public. So yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Is the 15th is gonna be important for something else, but you guys gotta keep an eye on the main channel and my Twitter, just to see what's going on with that. So stay tuned. And I do want to, speaking of Patreon, do want to give a shout out to the patrons whose names are scrolling on screen right about now. If you guys would like to support the show and have your name scroll on screen here, check out the Patreon. Links will be down in the description below, as well as to links to the other platforms that the show is on. We are on Apple Podcasts. I was gonna say Google Podcasts, but no, they took that down. Now it's just on YouTube Music, I believe Apple Music, and iHeartRadio. So make sure you guys follow me on those platforms. So if you guys have or want to listen to me on those platforms without having to see visuals, all that stuff, hey, that'd be really cool. And I believe those sites, at least Apple, has some ratings. So if you guys want to rate me, that'd be really good. We can read those ratings on the podcast next time. So that'd be pretty cool, right? So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys on the next episode of the Cafe podcast. I will see you guys next time. Bye!